All right, guys, so we're back on the homepage right here, and you can use your imagination. Obviously, we didn't finish Find a Puppy. We didn't finish the popular breeds. I didn't add to the blog, and I didn't finish the bark box. Now, these are all tabs that I'll have up and potentially center if I don't add any more on my website. But for the sake of finishing this course and just showing you how these things are done, because you guys are smart, I don't need to actually show you every single thing that I'm doing. I've already shown you how to add pages, how to add content, how to duplicate and create it really fast, every little intricate thing. So I'm not going to go through, over and over and drill your head with the same thing. So you can just imagine, I'll show you the overview of the site as we finish. But right now, really all I need to do, if I come up with something else, I'll add a page to it. I'm going to add Cta links, and I didn't add one here yet. So you can add, because I'm not sure which one I'm going to add, so you can assume that I'm going to add another bit of content right here, and that would be CTA related. I'm just not sure which one that's going to be right now. But what I'm going to do is add YouTube videos, and I'm going to show you how to do that because that's a cool feature that you can do with Wix as well. And by adding YouTube videos, it will keep people engaged. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for funny puppies or something like that. And essentially, I want to go back to this too. You got to know your end goal. That's the key here. I'm going to go through a bunch of different things, and I'm going to finalize with a generating traffic overview of how you can start generating traffic, both free and paid, to your website so you can get the most out of it. But when you're creating your website, you really need to know your end goal. So whether you're drop shipping, because I do have a drop shipping model that uses Wix, and that's called Amazon Dropship Mastery. But you can do a bunch of things, whether it's e-commerce, whether it's blogging, whether it's just a site that you're hosting your company on, to drive or for a reference for potential clients and leads, anything. You got to know your end goal. So if it's really, really business related, you just want it to look great and be kind of a reference and a portfolio for your business, then that's one thing. Maybe it's a consulting service, and that's another thing. Maybe it's e-commerce based, and then the landing page isn't as relevant. It's still relevant because you want it to look good, but then you really want your store to be where you're driving the traffic. You got to know your end goal. With me, it's links. I want people to click links, so I want people to stay here and be engaged. All these things that I'm showing you are just tools in your arsenal that you have on your tool belt that you can use, but only you're going to know your end goal and what you really want to gain out of your website. But it's important to understand that end goal so that you can use these tools the best, so that you can get the goal, get the action, the desired action that you want from the traffic and the people that come to your site. Now, I'm trying to capture leads, obviously. And that's something that you need to be doing too, regardless of your niche. But I also want people to click my links and stay engaged with my page, because the longer they stay on here, the more potential that they click my links and the more potential money that I make. So that's why I'm adding YouTube videos. It's something great that you can do, but like I said, you got to know your end goal. So I'm not sure what YouTube videos these are. Obviously, if I had a bunch of time to create this website and I wasn't just showing this for the course, and I will go back and fix these things later as I create this website, but I'm just going to show you, say that we landed on these two videos right here. And these are videos that we want. Obviously my computer's muted right now, but this is how you do it. You copy the URL from the video, and let's skip this and pause it, and skip this and pause it. And we decided that these two were really, really funny. We wanted to add them on our page, or they were great representations of whatever we wanted to display on our page. We'd come back, we'd go into add, and we'd go to video. Now you can add videos. You'll see you can add Wix video, you can add Vimeo, you can add a classic video hub if you want. I just add singular YouTube videos. I also add singular text and singular pictures because I like to kind of morph it around to how I see fit. Now I'm going to drag it up a little bit, and then I'm going to change the video, and that's how you put your video in there. And literally all you do is you copy and paste the URL in, and you click update, and you'll see that your video pops up. And just to give you kind of a reference, you're not just going to put videos there. I'm going to put text that says something like, and these are just funny dog videos to keep people engaged and on my page. Like I said, why we love our G's furry friends. And I'll center that because you always want to center it. Pull it wide. Now you can have it multiple heights if you want. That looks good sometimes. I don't always do that. Drag it up a little bit and make sure that it's centered. And since this is on gray, I'm actually going to make this white. And then I'm going to bolden it and I'm going to add some effect. And then I'll literally duplicate this so we don't have to go back in and add another video. Just kind of cuts the time in half. I'll drag it down. Make sure it's centered. And I'm going to drag this down. And actually I have to drag this back up since I just dragged that down. And there we go. Boom. And, you know, for this example, I'm just going to use 2 videos. But, you know, you can, as you see fit, put more. You can make them smaller. You can put them in specific spots on your page. But always make sure that just a little tip, you can put stuff outside the fold here on the side folds. I recommend always just keeping things centered and in the middle on your fold, because you'll notice that it still looks good on a browser, on a desktop this way. And obviously this is you know, it's not usually all like one steady thing like this. Like I said, that's why it looks good to have the breaks, kind of like on Popular Breeds or Find a Puppy. It kind of gives it a little personality when you're on desktop, like to have the sides, and then when you scroll down, you'll see that in the footer. But for this specific example, I don't have that. I'll probably morph it around a little bit and play with it when I'm done. But for right now, that's just how it looks on this page. But that I like it that way because when you're in mobile, and you'll switch over to mobile editor, and that will be one of the future lectures, kind of making sure that everything's good on mobile. I teach to do that at the end. I teach to kind of keep everything in the middle of the fold and centered if you can, and then just kind of make sure that it looks good on mobile afterwards. But that's what you do. Now I'm just going to switch this video really fast. I'm going to get this URL, X out of that, change the video. Now, like I said, I'm not keeping these. We're just assuming that we went through and these are really, really funny and they would keep our target audience engaged, because we want to play off their emotions. We want their emotions skyrocketing when they come on this page. We want them to like this page and stay engaged with this page so they're on this page longer. And like I said, for the millionth time, so that they'll click our links potentially. That's the end goal with me. Obviously, I would fill more of this stuff in potentially, or I would delete some of these little strips here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but that's, you know, pretty much how I'd fill it in. And obviously, you know, I'd fill in the you can see them dragging as I scroll down, but I'd fill in the tabs a little bit better. You know, I'd fill out the bark box page. I'd fill out Find a Puppy with more puppies. I'd fill out Popular Breeds with the rest of those 10 popular breeds. That's why I kept it up. And I would put a couple blog posts, and I would periodically add blog posts. That's how you do it, guys, and you just slowly fill out your site. But always keep everything in the middle, like I said. You can use some of these tools. I might slowly add to these, but we're just going to act like it's pretty much done, because I'm not going to go through it every single thing with you. But yeah, that's basically what it is, and that's how you build your site. Now you can do multiple different things. I'll probably drag these to the center. Maybe I'll add a little logo here or something like that. But that's basically how your site looks. It's really that simple. In the next video, I'm going to go over a couple different things, and we're going to start with fixing your footers and making it look professional, because you want your footers to be professional.